What is happening, people? The Expanse Season 2. We're continuing the saga of, I don't know if it's greatness yet, but Season 1 was definitely well done. It was definitely well done. I enjoyed watching Season 1 of The Expanse, and I gave it a lot of thought. I gave it a lot of thought because I realized that a lot of times when TV shows are suggested for me to watch, a lot of times it takes a while to get into it. And, I talked a lot about that in Season 1 for my reviews. I talked about how things have been progressing and stuff like that and why that is. This show didn't really get into it. At least it piqued my interest in episode 1, but it really didn't hit that really good spot where I was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, yo, I want to see what is the result of this and where does it go? No, some people might not feel that way even through Season 1, and that's okay too. But for me, it really hit that sweet spot around episode 7 and 8 of Season 1, and it really got me going. I was like, yeah, I want to know more about this world and what this threat is, because this is crazy. The factions, they're crazy. I don't really know who to root for yet if I'm with the Belters, because it seems like everybody kind of have their own agenda, and we don't know we don't know what it is about yet. It seems like there's this other faction out there that really wants to put these three factions at war, and it's somebody from the Earthers, and we just met him. It seems like it is the girl's father, the Mouse. So we'll see how that turns out. So in any case, man, I am enjoying The Expanse. Hopefully you guys are enjoying my reactions to it. If you want to see more episodes of The Expanse, just remember that we are way ahead on Patreon by the time you guys are seeing this on YouTube. You can follow me on Patreon without paying. I don't know about other creators, but what this does for me as well is that I post a lot of free things on my Patreon, and I always gotta send you guys links to go watch that stuff for free. A lot of my anime stuff is free on Patreon. You don't have to have early access, especially if it's an ongoing show. Let's jump into Season 2 of The Expanse, man, and I will see you guys right after for the review. Starship Troopers now.
We're just if we don't move. Cover me.
Got it, Gunny. Travis, right flank. Hillman, left. Roger, right.
Roger left.
Ah! Thank God for armor.
Target's incoming on my 9. High.
Can you shift left? Negative. I got incoming on the right. They're lighting her up. Hillman, stay at your 9. Travis, throw everything at your 6.
Nice.
Tango's down. We are in this crater.
3-4 Olympus.
Unless
6-1-2. Your best score's down by almost 3 minutes. Good work, Gunny. No more next runs, Gunny. You're shipping out. Rumor is you're heading to Phoebe Station. So say your goodbyes and kiss your mommies. It's gonna be a long trip.
Okay. Is this a simulator? Is this Mars? I think this is Mars.
Don't
This is the
worry,
first
Henry.
time we're seeing
Your
Mars.
inheritance will still be there when we get back.
Yeah, I think this is Mars.
Hey, terraformers are family owned.
Mars
anyway.
Marine Corps. I think that's what the MMC stands for.
I'll catch up with you in a minute.
Roger that,
This
Gunny.
is the first time we're seeing Mars. The Red Planet! What if this is a flashback to what happened on Phoebe? Because we haven't seen what happened on Phoebe. We don't know what happened on Phoebe, right? We know that there was an incident that we're assuming that's the same thing that happened on series, that we just saw happen on series, happen on Phoebe. That they tested this thing, whatever this shit is, this bio weapon.
So, other than being blasted by 50 times the lethal limit of radiation, you're doing surprisingly well. Who knows? Maybe you'll develop superpowers that you can use. That'd be perfect for you. That infection on Eros. You didn't get on the Rocinante, so stop beating yourself up. You made it.
Somebody's having a bad dream.
Maybe we should let the guys on Tycho handle this.
Then whatever's in there will belong to Fred Johnson.
Roger that, boss.
Whatever the Anubis crew put in there, that safe is designed to protect the hell out of it. Take it easy. Temp gauge. That's a cryogenic chamber at the core, which also means whatever it was freezing is going to become
Unfrozen.
There you go.
What happened if one of us infected?
We'll cross that bridge if we get to it.
You mean you're gonna space us?
You know we're all taking this test, right?
You Martian. Okay, you see a Martian ship? Haven't seen a Martian ship dock at Eros for years. And all we see is the prison barge. Which is good, yeah, because they keep our children with jobs.
I'm sure Earth and Mars, they're fixing to send out relief ships.
Yeah, I see the news feed. Traffic jam to Eros!
Hey, give me that.
No!
Give him your arm and shut your mouth. Hey, while I space to myself.
Nobody is spacing anyone.
This man has had it, man. He's tired. And he's tired of all these accusations.
Some still left alive. A lot more could have been saved. Did you even try?
They couldn't. What was they going to do in a situation like that?
That. All clear.
Damn. Poor Simba. Rough day for you, John.
At least we have to keep our hair.
Hooray. Julie Mao went through the same shit.
Didn't bitch about it, right?
Talk to me while I'm dying, kid. See, they picked Eros to test their weapon on because they knew. Nobody gives a shit about 100,000 belters.
Don't answer for it.
Truth and justice. You still believe that? After everything you saw?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to that for a little while.
Me, I don't care much if justice gets involved. I just want him dead.
I never did say it, but thanks. For getting me off Eros, I wouldn't have made it without you.
Thanks for the lift. And the cancer.
The fuck is that? Oh, it's the thing. They got one of the... Oh.
Madam, did our government build those stealth ships that destroyed the Donager?
The engines in those ships were built by the OPA operatives working for Fred Johnson. He turned his back on Earth. With his own fleet, he believes he can go from being a terrorist to a statesman. My father taught me something. Never listen to what people say. Just watch what they do. Hello?
Secretary.
Hello? Hello? I can't
Hey.
hear you.
God, please. Jesus. If you're out... Oh my God.
Proto-molecule seems to behave uniquely in each subject, mutating rapidly in each different biomass. The level of information density required for the variety of outcomes I'm seeing is of a magnitude.
Proto-molecule. They gave the goddamn thing a name.
Phoebe Station's where it all started. These must be the Martians that Lopez told you about.
They were infected on purpose. These are lab notes.
Phoebe was an extrasolar object. What if it were merely a delivery system? A way to send a proto-molecule to our solar system. Begs the question, sent by whom and why?
He said extrasolar object.
First proof of extraterrestrial life.
And it's just more fucking death.
Well, that would explain what we saw
Got an address.
at the end of last
We
season.
have no idea what's waiting there.
No idea how long they're sticking around.
We're not going in blind. Tycho first.
Cap's right.
Nobody asks you, no, Nick.
Oh, Nick.
What are we gonna do with it?
Simple. We stick it on the end of a torpedo and we fire it into the sun. Yeah, that'll do it.
What if there was a way to use that sample to create a vaccine? Maybe still help those people on Eros.
Those people are beyond help.
You don't know that. And until we do, that is too important to destroy right now.
I don't take that risk.
I sure as heck don't want to share a bunk with that. Hell no.
Then we'll hide it. Out here. No one knows we have it. No one even knows we made it off Eros alive.
There's an idea. I could take a look around, see if there's a good spot.
Alex, do it.
So they did not create it. I thought this was something they created. Or it's something they've been studying. Okay.
You owe me a bottle. Gonna need bourbon, not the cheap shit, eh?
Gonna put in for new gear one of these eons?
Oh, come on. Me and this armor have been through the shit together. We got a history.
I can picture it now. You, in that suit, planting the Martian flag in the Statue of Liberty's tiara.
Watching vid screens, stuffing their faces full of free drugs all day. Hell, we should invade right now.
Second most dangerous thing in the solar system next to a Martian Marine is a UN Marine.
Oh, the Earthwood chimes in.
Yeah, I'm more Martian than you, Hilly. We chose Mars. Mars chose us.
The only thing that makes you a Martian is falling out of your mother's gravity well. How many brothers and sisters you have? I lost count at 40.
His bones are all wrong from growing up in full G. We'll keep him anyway. Hey, watch it.
All right, kids, keep it business.
Well put, Gunny.
That's a bit much.
I think the lieutenant has the hots for you, Bobby.
Shut your hole or I'll assist you with that.
Come on, take one for the team. That way we'll always have the inside scoop.
I don't use sex as a weapon, little ones. I use weapons as weapons.
You'll be landing on
Okay.
Phoebe Station.
Hopefully this character is not going in the direction
After Phoebe went silent,
that I'm hoping it's not.
was sent to investigate.
One of the bodies was frozen to the walls of the ice tunnels. It's possible there was a fire or chemical spill, but all of the data cores have been wiped clean. This is a cover-up.
Expecting any UN elements?
We don't anticipate engagement.
Well, lucky for them, because there isn't a team on the ship that doesn't want payback for the Donny.
In any case,
Aye, Lieutenant.
prep your teams. Dismissed. Gunny, up here. I know that you and your team did a rotation on the Donny. Captain Yao was a friend, but still, nobody knows what really happened.
We know those stealths were Earth-built.
So says Fred Johnson. We will not be led into war on anyone's leash. I was a private during the Vesta blockade. Half the Earth's fleet was headed to Mars to annihilate its former colony. If they couldn't have what we built, they were going to pound it back into dust. We went to bed every night thinking that we would wake in nuclear fire. Cooler heads prevailed.
We all grew up with that story.
Because it was a warning. And we've managed to avoid a shooting war with Earth up till now. To make sure that that war never happens.
And because of Vesta, we pushed back the terraforming project. 50 years and 50 more. Now, none of us will live to see an atmosphere over Mars.
That was the price.
But it's still worth fighting for.
Be safe down there.
Okay. Understanding the motivation behind the character.
The Martians dispatched a ship to Phoebe Station, I know. What are you doing about it?
Well, that depends.
Routine scrutiny would have passed muster, but this feels urgent, like the Martians know something.
That sounds like your mess.
If you want a weapon system from my project, then it's our mess. Sell the UN on a story, make it stick.
We need to talk about Eros. Mars and Earth may be busy pointing guns at each other, but those quarantine beacons won't keep people away from Eros forever.
Sad of ear. You're witnessing a discovery that could rewrite the story of humankind. Your imagination takes you as far as putting the boot heel to your former colony. This was Julie's spot. Far from the house, where no one could find her. Where she could find her adventures. Even losing her was worth it. She's a sacred part of it now. So don't talk to me about sacrifice ever again.
If you and I have something we need to get sorted out, we should get to that.
We're here now.
Your pal, Simi, you're upset about that, right? I had nothing against him. I thought he was a decent guy.
Decent guy?
Yeah.
You think you would have got off Eros without him?
No, but he wasn't a good enough friend to wait for you.
No. Simi was right. It was stupid to wait.
But Naomi made the call. End of story for me. Your pal pulled a gun. Might as well shot himself.
All right, here's what I see, okay? Seemed kind of like a trigger-happy whack job to me. You shot my friend. Like some street rat.
So, if you need to square up,
you know where I'm at.
otherwise,
Jesus, man. Trust me, dude. Miller, dude, this ain't it. This ain't it, but you can't. This is not a fight you can win. Unless you planning to shoot this man in the head, bruh. He's a problem.
Amos, no! Amos! Amos, stop!
told him to stay down.
Okay.
That man is he's literally he's a machine, dude. He's a machine, man. He's like a robot, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's like he can't really make decisions for himself. He's like, yo, if you want it, you can get it. It's like, bro, I don't care what sort of differences or what you thought was right or wrong in this situation. He's like the ultimate survivor. Like, he doesn't care about anything. It's like, if you put my life at risk, you're going down.
This is our fault. We put you in the crosshairs. We never should have made you the public face against Fred Johnson.
It was my choice.
Listen, we're going to beef up your security detail.
I'm already taking care of that. Intel says it was the Black Sky faction of the OPA caught wind of an assassination plot. An occupational hazard in my family.
Maybe you should take a few days. At least skip the meeting.
I'll be in 5 minutes.
They're mobilizing for war. Martian ships are moving throughout the system. The Morrigan to Titan, the Africanus to...
What are you recommending?
That we secure all our bases in the outer planets and head off their ships wherever we can.
If we place our ships in the paths of theirs,
they'll know we're ready for any planned acts of aggression.
Mars does not want war. They want to get back to terraforming and building domes for their people. If we de-escalate, I am convinced that they will respond in kind.
And erode our position if Mars decides not to give peace a chance. Sir, we're the most powerful nation in the system.
Pride isn't power.
And what vast font of battlefield wisdom are you drawing from, Admiral? I advise that we deploy our fleet to secure any base that might become a Martian foothold.
Madam, do you concur?
The politics, man.
I do.
It's crazy, man.
Redeploy the fleet.
You asked for that. Like, sometimes you gotta read the situation, and it's just like, dude.
I spent a lifetime watching all the evil shit people did to each other. Got to me anymore. Holden was shocked by Eros. I was shocked it hadn't happened a long time ago. But Julie, I wake up some nights and I see her standing right there. I know it's bullshit, but...
What if anybody that day probably gets infected by this turns into an alien? I don't know, man. There's more to the story because now they're saying that it's proof of, extraterrestrials.
So you leaving us already? You're gonna just walk out into space?
What kind of pathetic belters are we? Used to be a lot better at losing.
Then we need to stick together. Yamsing.
Yamsing?
Why would Earth suddenly care about Phoebe Station?
Must be something there they don't want us to find. The command was unequivocal. Under no circumstances are we to allow Phoebe to fall under UN control.
Prepare your team for drop.
A little bit too on the nose, but okay.
Good to see you, Cotier.
This guy? Oh my god.
If you'd known it was me, would you have come?
Probably not.
The last time I saw you was at Charnapol's funeral. I suspect my son would have been going gray by now, too.
You seem pretty relaxed for someone who nearly got blown up. Be sure a walk in a park in full view of the drones is a good idea.
What do you want?
I want you on my security detail.
Handle freight security for a small firm with a lunar run.
Spare me the bullshit. I know all about your freelance work. You break the law and you don't get caught.
Does scrapbook on me?
Ah, don't flatter yourself. You have skills which I thought might be useful someday.
I assume you're working with Fred Johnson?
I have no love for Fred Johnson.
Ah.
But in this matter, his hands are clean. A little theater to buy some time. I'm being set up. When my investigation dead ends, I'll make an excellent scapegoat.
Or the players?
Undersecretary Ehrenreich.
Christ.
I assume others?
Do they suspect you?
If they did, I'd be dead already. I need a spy. Are you in or out?
She's trying to protect herself because that's why the thing about it is like that's why she just readily agreed with the undersecretary in the meeting, because she didn't want to go against him because she knows that her life is in danger. Like, they're literally trying to kill her, right? They're literally trying to kill her. That attack came from them, and she knows. But he comes in and is like, I can't believe that they're trying to kill you. We need to up your security and all this other stuff. It's like, y'all are the ones trying to kill this woman. Right? Because y'all have y'all agenda.
Can you hear me through the mask? I can only imagine what you saw in Eros. Or what it was like to nearly die that way. We did not choose this, but this is our fight now. We're the only ones who know what's going on down there. The only ones with a chance to stop it. Tell me that you're okay.
This crew.
How is this not fogging up this glass that they're talking through? At all.
You've put your lives in my hands. I'm okay.
Here.
Well, damn, Naomi. Don't show it all to me at once. Well, damn. Let me ease myself into this and appreciate it. Oh, Lord. She is mama. You know what I mean? Well, okay. Naked body? Well, not completely naked, but... Oh. This was brewing for a long time. I was wondering when this was going to happen.
Sorry.
Oh. Well, at least he has the... he has the sense to do this. To turn the cameras off, you know what I mean? I was wondering when they were going to pair them together, because they were hinting towards that a long time. And you know, there has to be some romance.
Ground operation. Why are we firing missiles?
Command must have forgot to check with us first, Private. We still have our orders.
UNN Command confirms that the MCRN Scirocco fired 5 missiles in response to the Nathan Hale's hard burn towards Phoebe.
My God, they've done it.
Not yet. It takes 2 to play war.
There's a 20-minute delay from the AO. By the time we get a full assessment, the Hale and the Scirocco could both be dust. We have to anticipate the worst.
What are they trying to protect?
It doesn't matter. They're making a move.
What is
As
he trying to
Martians
protect?
preparing a strike all over the system.
Have any of their other ships or done anything provocative?
Madam, by the time you see it on that display, it will be too late.
I know how the fucking thing works. Answer my question.
As of 20 minutes ago, no.
The missiles are a message to back off, nothing more.
The captain of the Hale will likely fire back on the Scirocco. The MCRN will retaliate. Phoebe may be the spark, but it will not end there.
The captain of the Hale knows what's at stake. He's one of our finest.
You know Captain Yevgeny?
Since he was a little know-it-all at the academy debating me in philosophy, he is the same wise man he was back then. Mars isn't stupid enough to start a war that will end civilization over a rat hole like Phoebe.
We'll hold until we hear from the Hale. God have mercy on us all.
I didn't know we shared Captain Yevgeny as a friend. Yes. Who never went to the academy.
They over here hoping that this shit don't start a war. Because if they fire, essentially, if they fire on each other, it's an act of war.
Command.
So it's like...
The Nathan Hale has not fired on the Scirocco. I repeat, their missiles were not intended for us.
Thank God they didn't rush
Command,
into that.
Be advised, we are standing down. The Martians were targeting Phoebe Research Station. The ice moon fractured under the barrage and the fragments spiraled into Saturn. It's completely gone.
She is trying to figure out what they're trying to hide too. And so it's like... It's getting rough.
We even now, or I still owe you one, don't I? We'll figure it out.
What's the emergency? Okay, it's kind of an emergency. So, listen, I'm thinking to myself, how often do we all just hang out together and just talk, without work? No. So I'm thinking to myself, I said to myself, Self, we ought to just do that, right?
Voila.
Voila.
I didn't even pick up on that he was trying to say voila. This man said viola or whatever.
I busted that cartel. Yeah, it's me and Star Helix. Craziest thing, though. Whole shipment disappeared from the evidence lockup, that thing.
Or it just vanished.
Yeah, the security camera shorted out. What? Nobody saw nothing.
You're gonna have to deal with it at some point, man.
So the governor of Ceres gathers all the Star Helix cops together for an ass tearing. What is a plan for catching these dubious, nefarious cheese thieves, right? Meanwhile, whole room stinks like cheese farts.
And cheese farts are nasty.
Same old shit, hurry up and wait, huh? Look, Gunny, we got an intel flash. The Hale was carrying 10 times our number.
One of us is worth 20 of them. They wanted something on Phoebe and we vaporized it. I'd say the fight's coming soon enough.
I hope you're wrong. Earth knows the price of escalation as well as we do.
You said our job is to prevent a war with Earth. I wonder if we've got it backwards? Maybe we can't have the dream of Mars until we've had that war.
She just wants to go to war. Cool heads always prevail, man. You gotta think about this. And in the military, they teach, like, if you don't, like, one of the things that, I'm just gonna point this out about the scene. You can be angry if you want to. Because I'm pausing this close to the end of the episode. But in the military, right? Think of somebody who went to military school and also, you know, not only have a lot of military friends, but military people in my family and all that. In order, she should not have broke her stance, right? Until your commander tells you to do so. Because when they walk into the room, and she did the right thing, she got up, you know what I'm saying, greeted him, but she broke it before he said anything. He didn't tell her to be at ease, nothing. She just like broke her stance, which was kind of weird. I don't know why they chose to do it that way. I don't know, because that's not usually how it is. But just a minor detail. Episode 1 of season 2 of The Expanse. I have to say that was a really good opening episode. Leading into this season, man. I am definitely looking forward to seeing how they're going to progress through this, because we know, you know, what is going to be the story for this season. Now we're going to find out more about, you know, extraterrestrial life, because that's what they're thinking that this is proof of. Because we heard from Dresden, because we were thinking that they actually created this and was testing it. But it seems like it's something that they found. You get what I'm saying? It seems like this is something that they found on Phoebe and was trying to figure out what it is. And they're treating it like a discovery, and then they tested it again. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if this is like the bioweapon itself. I think that they found it. It's not something that they accidentally created. It seems like they found it and been testing it. And they're thinking that from what we saw at the end of season 1, where we saw this image like of electricity, stuff comes from the bioweapon on Ceres, right? That's why I'm wondering if there's some sort of alien life that they didn't know about, and this is how they're gonna bring or introduce that into the world of The Expanse. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how we're going to develop through the season, because we have old girl, she has to be walking on pins and needles because they're trying to get rid of her, especially, you know what I'm saying, you know, Mao and the rest of them, because if she gets in the way, they're going to eliminate her. So she's kind of playing her cards right to kind of, you know what I'm saying, like save herself, because she's an obstacle for them right now, because You know, they're trying to plunge the world, the overall system into war. That's what they're trying to do to kind of cover their tracks. It's kind of weird what's happening with this entire story right now. How far, because it's like Mal gave the speech there to, you know, what's his name? Savis Tier? Is it Satisphere or Satisvere? Satisvere. I think it's Satisvere. I can't remember his name, but it's something along the lines like that, right? So he got the speech. Is like, listen, don't talk to me about sacrifice, because how far are you willing to go for this? Because it's like we're on the cusp. You know, we're on the cusp of, you know, something that could change lives forever. We could go down in history, and you know, my daughter, you know, and all this other stuff that he was saying. So, you know, how far are they really willing to go to make this discovery? You know, they don't care what they have to do. But, you know, now we realize that, you know, they had, I don't remember if we saw this during season 1 where they had this stuff delivered there. So this is kind of weird to me that they had, you know, one of the things, because I thought, I think I remember vaguely that they did get one, but how did they get it on the ship? That's the thing that's bothering me. It's like, how did they get one of them on the ship? Which is like, I'm here sitting, I'm like, how the hell did this get on the ship? You know what I mean? But I guess I probably don't remember clearly what, you know. Maybe I just missed it outright, but you guys will let me know. Maybe I can go back and watch that episode to see how they got it, how one of these things ended up on the ship, because I thought Dresden got a hold of all of them. I don't know, maybe I'm just not remembering things clearly, but either way, great episode. Can't wait to see more, man. Hopefully you guys stick around for more of The Expanse. Don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to leave a comment. Don't forget to do something else. I'll see you guys next time, man. I'm out. Bye.